Hi, this is LK. Welcome back to my channel. Subject again tonight is Onision, the YouTuber who's in a lot of hot water and more than one place. Well, I don't know if you saw the live with Chris Hansen and his guest. I forgot the name of his friend, the lawyer, and what is it, Stevie Wolf? Well, they brought more information about the situation right now with Onision. Well, I know you all remember one of those videos when he went crazy because his Patreon account got eliminated. You know, the one where he's saying, "Oh, you couldn't get me with the FBI, you couldn't get me with the cops, so you did the only thing. You got me through the paycheck, and you got it." Yelling and screaming, going off and everything. Well, we don't think he's really broke because, according to Stevie Wolf, he's still getting money from one of his other YouTube channels that had been demonetized. So he's far from broke, but he's not rich. Because in other words, how we end up getting money for a $200 hotel room. Well, that's one of those things. Also shocking was the fact that CB Wolf disclosed that, in fact, that Onision had asked for these ladies to send photos of them and they're undressed. In other words, in their underwear. This time period where he's judging their body figure, the weight, whatever it was. He's supposed to be some kind of a health guru or something at the time. Yeah, the problem is he got at least maybe thousands and thousands of these photographs. And girls, what, around 15 years or younger? It's just a real shocker. We weren't prepared for that. But we can understand why some of the victims are upset with him. They were fans of his, and then he turned on some of them. But there's other fans who will still be loyal to him and still watch the other videos. So this is very, very disturbing indeed. Um, the other YouTuber who was named in the lawsuit, Onision tried to get some kind of debate with that person a couple times, and one of the reasons he couldn't do it. But what's frustrating me is that YouTuber, all he did was report the truth, and for his troubles, this is what Onision does: sues him. I don't know if the lawsuit's going to be even legal because I don't know if he filed it or his lawyers filed it. Because there's a question about Chris Hansen's papers. Number one, he hasn't been served, despite the fact there's a lawsuit with his name on it, but he has not been served. Unless something comes up by Friday, if the papers are not in by tonight or midnight, how he's going to get to Washington for a court date. So there's some technicalities over there with that. And one thing that was kind of funny was the order of protection. I think that's also involved. He said it was an emergency, that Chris Hansen was banging on the door and yelling and saying stuff. But the reality was, we seen the video, Chris Hansen was knocking on the door. And he was calm, cool, and collected, not yelling and screaming. And Onision is talking garbage. And he ends up talking to the 911 operator, which it turns out to be his biggest blunder. As a result, more information came out about Onision that he probably wished it hadn't. If you don't know now that his daughter fell out a window back in September, injured her head. I think that's, she busted her head open, injured her head. We don't know what's going to happen to her down the line. I mean, she's alive, she's taken care of, but that was a serious injury. If you saw the photo where Chris Hansen was knocking on the door, not banging, and you look to the left, the first window is probably the one where she fell out. We're not 100% sure. They are, but I'm not. So somehow she managed to get out of her crib, climb on the furniture, get to the window, open the screen, and poor girl fell out. I mean, there was no window guard. So, and there's no air conditioner. I don't know why the window was like that. So, I don't know if it was hot. I don't know what, if it was hot that day because of the weather, it's different than it's in the East Coast. So, this emergency thing that's written, the way it was written, it looked like Onision did it himself. And he signed it under threat of perjury if the information is not correct. Well, he's saying that Chris was yelling, screaming, banging on his door, and there's a tape doing the opposite. Right there is going to be questioned. A lot of stuff is going to be questioned about that call. And this is how they found out about the incident, because, the police came, they were talking. They didn't force him off the property because they knew about Onision. So they had a long conversation. A little long, too long for comfort for Onision over there. That's how they found out about the daughter injury, the 19 visits by Child Protective Services. There are investigations going on. I'm not sure who's doing the investigation. I think the FBI might be involved. I don't know who else. But in all, it's complex, disturbing, and somewhat shocking. Also, Chris Hansen had to fire someone on his staff because they mishandled the Onision case on Chris's side. That's going to be explained on another video, but I'd rather have him explain it. But it has something to do with one of the witnesses and evidence that should have been turned over, but for some reason he didn't do what he's supposed to do. People had problems with him, so he was given the boot. So, well, all I can say is this. Well, Onision, you say you don't want to pay his American Express card, but I think you got him paid more than that. So, you shot yourself in the foot, Onion Boy. I'm sorry I had to laugh. You're sick and pathetic. All right. That's all I have for now. I may be back with another video with another subject. But for now, this one is almost over. Just a reminder, please hit that subscribe button and leave comments. I'm trying to get 1,000 people so I could get the live stream back. It's kind of funny, he has it and I don't. Okay, this is Al Can saying so long for now, and don't forget to stop. Good night.